what's the best way to take paint off the underside of a car?
Well, today we will find out.
We'll be looking at 4 different methods, which include
A heat gun,
a wire wheel,
paint stripper,
and finally, a non-woven preparation wheel.
gosh, which will work best? Find out at the end of the video.
So for obvious reasons, I'm probably going to be doing most of the work because I don't really want Imogen breathing in any of the fumes or any of the dust actually from the car. But if you know us, I'm sure she'll want to get involved a little bit.
So first things first, let's flip the old girl.
Right.
Sounds really rude.
It's been a while. Got a beard. So since the last video, we've rebalanced this so it's a lot easier to turn. We've got 4 different areas marked out, roughly about the same size, and we're going to try all 4 methods and give each method 5 minutes to see which one takes off the most. We're going to start with
Heat gun.
heat gun.
5-minute timer starting now.
Right, 5 minutes is up. We've just had to clear this place out because the actual smoke that it kicked out was probably fairly toxic. Kids were not in this room. I sent them out straight away. Right, so what happened? I got the hang of it after a while. What I actually had to do is start heating up and then started sort of scraping as I went. How did it go? Well, not too bad. However, if you look at the size of this car, that was 5 minutes worth of effort. It could take a while. I knew it would anyway. I think it did pretty well. The one really positive thing about this is this area itself, we fully expected that we're going to have to replace most of it because this is probably one of the most rusty parts. However, the area that I did here, which is probably, well, it's a fair distance back, actually wasn't rusty. So that's brilliant because it probably means that the rust goes up to, well, we'll see once we start attacking it here, but I wouldn't be shocked to see a lot of this area here rusty. But this part, it's good. So, number 1, heat gun with a scraper, fairly effective. What are we going to rate it out of 10?
I'd say 7 out of 10 because it does take a lot of time.
Yeah, we'll go with 7. Wire wheel, next one. I've been warned with a wire wheel, you have to be really careful because often, or sometimes, these actual bits of wire can actually come out and get lodged in hands and stuff. So, goggles, and I might find a different set of gloves.
5 minutes for the wire wheel starting now.
Right. If you're enjoying this video, why not hit that subscribe button? We are so close to there's 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Woo! Wire wheels. Yeah, that's not a nice tool. Okay, so what happened? 5 minutes. So most of you will probably know that the under seal of a car isn't just really sort of paint, it's also a special material to make sure that it's harder wearing, basically. It's almost a glue, I would say, looking at it. And the wire wheel kept getting caught as I was going across. So I think it was a clean, if that makes sense. A clean than the heat. However, it's probably harder going. So what are we going to say out of 10 for the wire wheel?
Okay, so it's not a very nice tool to use, and also it takes a lot of time to do a small section like that. So we're going to give it 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. We're having a few issues with my little border, so yeah, that might disappear in a minute. You son of a gun.
5-minute timer for the woven...
Non-woven preparation wheel.
Yes, the non-woven preparation wheel.
Go. You ready?
Bye.
Ready?
Go. Oh my god.
I'm not sure we need 5 minutes.
You done?
How much time have we gone through?
We've only been for 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. So,
Yeah,
I
this
would
is the
say-
winning one, I think. We don't even have to do the other one.
I would say the non-woven preparation wheel so far is easily the best one.
10 out of 10.
That's a 10 out of 10. Next one, we're going to try, because we said we are, is going to be the paint stripper, which we will put on here. Look at that. That was brilliant.
Alright, so you've had to remove the tape because it just wasn't sticking. But make sure that you comment your favourite one out of all 4.
Okay, next one we're going to try is a paint stripper. So it's a slight cheat because the paint stripper actually takes an hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint it on, leave it an hour, then come back and use a scraper on it for 5 minutes.
One hour timer starting now.
Now, pause the video and say if you think in the comments this is going to be better or worse than what we've just done. One hour and we'll be back. Time for coffee and a cake?
Coffee and a cake.
Still got a bit of time on this. It's actually going a funny colour, but thought I'd have my cup of coffee and talk to you about the car for all those new people out there. This is a 1988 Renault 5 GT Turbo that we are doing up. When I say we, that's me and my kids. Imogen tends to be the leading force. Theo gets involved every now and again. He kind of enjoys recording, so that's who's picking up the camera and moving around quite a bit. So why are we actually stripping back the car? Mainly because it's rusty as, well, I'll say this is very child friendly, so I won't swear. There are some serious holes in here. For example, there we go, get nice wet feet. And up here, and I'll be humping on this, I really thought that this would continue here, potentially there. Anyway, we'll have a look later. If you look around some of the rest of the car, a lot of this could just be surface rust, but parts like this obviously aren't. About 15 minutes in, it's gone a nice colour. I'm really impressed with this. A big thank you to my mate Phil for recommending the non-woven preparation wheel. I thought it may be in the top one, and so far 3 out of 4. It's definitely the best. Are there any other recommendations on the ways we could have done this? Pop those in that comment section down below.
Five-minute timer started now. Wow.
Done. So how'd we get on? So the paint stripper itself was brilliant. It took the top layer off the actual underlay itself. So good. However, the non-woven preparation wheel, however, took all the way back to the bare metal, which is brilliant. I wouldn't bother with the wire wheel because, to be honest, that took ages. And what was this one? I can't even remember what this one was. Heat gun.
The heat gun.
Heat gun worked okay, but if I'm honest,
It doesn't look very neat.
no, it just sort of heated up, and then I'd also be slightly concerned that maybe I could warp the actual metal of this one a little bit more anyway. So all round, preparation wheel, definitely, and maybe it'd be worth using the actual paint stripper on areas which are difficult to get to. So I think we'll probably end up using a mixture of both of these.
Thank you guys so much for watching this experiment in today's video. I'll see you in another video. Bye.
Laters.